What is up, and welcome back to another Never Broken Auto video. In the last one, we had the head off, and I dropped it off at the machine shop, and it is now back. So, this was actually all flat. The block as well is all flat. I honestly just need to clean it and blow out all these jackets again for the studs. So I'm gonna clean all this stuff, get the head gasket sprayed. I'm gonna copper spray this chromatic gasket this time around, and then we're gonna put it on there. We're going to put the head back on, and we are going to get this thing back and ripping. This is the last time I'm gonna have to do this for a fucking long time. I'm putting it into existence, and I've been saying that for a while now. So we're gonna get this shit done. We're gonna get it back up and running, and yeah, we're gonna fucking rip on her. So I've got basically everything around the block clean. I've got the top of the block clean. I've cleaned all the sides, things like that. I pulled out the alignment dowel and I popped it back into the block so that when we pop the head on, it just pops right on. Cleaned everything. I swapped this gasket because it was leaking, so swapped that. And we're gonna take this copper spray gasket, spray it on the chromatic, let it fully dry, and then we will be able to throw the head back on, and yeah, we'll be able to get to it. All right, we got this thing all laced up in the copper spray, so I'm just gonna let this dry, and I'm gonna get these head studs prepped, ready to go into the block. So let's keep her going. Before we pop the head studs in, I just want to let you guys know, change out my turbo studs and the nuts and the actual gasket. So that's all sealed there. Next order of business, I'm going to start up the compressor, blow off everything, and I'm going to blow out these jackets, and I'm going to thread in the ARP head studs. All right, these are ready to go in, and we are going dry into the block. And then we are going to lube up the top of these once the head is on. So we're gonna get all of these in a few moments. And head studs are all in to the block dry. We're gonna take our gasket, we're gonna pop it on. You wanna make sure that this is going to fit there. So we're gonna be like that. And you wanna make sure all these gold rivets on the outside clear the deck surface. If they're on the deck surface, then you know it's on, then you know it's not on the right way, so you have to flip it. But if you line up this to that little section there, you'll be all good. So I'm gonna throw this on real quick. This is the correct orientation for your head gasket. Everything is perfect. Our gold tabs are out from under the block surface. And all the holes line up, so we're ready to throw the head on. Head is on, boy. Next order of business, I gotta take these nuts and washers, and I'm gonna honestly just dry them off first since they're covered in oil and ethanol and shit. And then I'm going to put them back in a clean bag, and I'm going to fill the bag up with assembly lube from ARP, get them all coated, and then I'm gonna take a small brush and I'm gonna coat the threads slightly, and then we are going to throw all those on, torque them down, and we're gonna do 3 rounds of torquing, and we are going to end at 90 foot-pounds. Since these are ARP head studs from a 2.3 liter Chrysler, they have a different torque spec than a normal Miata head stud, but these have been proven true by a company out here local in Arizona, so trust in them with that. And we're gonna run it up and get this thing together. So we're gonna get her torqued. Those are all nice and coated. And I also coated up all the studs So I'm gonna drop in the washers, and then I'm gonna drop on the nuts, and then we are slowly gonna just hand tighten them down, and then we'll actually start to torque them down in the torque sequence here. Pretty simple, but we're gonna get to that. I'm gonna pop these bitches on, and yeah. Got all of those in there, and I've snugged them down just by hand basically. So we're gonna do 3 rotations of torquing. We're gonna do 30 foot-pounds, 60 foot-pounds, then 90 foot-pounds. So that's what these ARP studs call for. So we're gonna run it up, and yeah, let's get this thing torqued. This I'd recommend. Oh shit! That scared the fuck out of me. I'd recommend an electric one, just so you can really see the accurate reading. All right, so we just did 30. We're gonna jack it up to 60. Let's get it. All right, done with 60. We're gonna go up to, Jesus. We're gonna go up to 90, not 100. With timing these, it's super easy. I always like to come down and look at the crank. We're slightly to the left of TDC. We are then going to pull our belt up tight, and we're going to zip tie it down just to hold tension on it. And watch this. As I turn the crank, this is gonna get tighter. We're at TDC at the crank. I'm gonna slide it over here and on. And then I'm gonna double check the crank, make sure we're still at TDC. Looks like we're at TDC there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So now that we have 19 teeths there, spring, and attach the spring to the tensioner. Clamp it. And give yourself enough room to be able to slide that over. Otherwise it is really weird. It's all connected here, and you can count 19 teeth in between the 2 top tick marks, and your E and your I are matching up against those ridges. And then down at the crank, if we can show you this, the U, or that dip in the cam gear, tooth gear, is directly under the triangle. So I'm gonna cut this zip tie off, spin it over twice, and if it matches up as like it is now, then we are timed and ready to rock. Well, I'm just gonna throw this front plate on, the pulley for the water pump. That'll be all the front stuff. I'll do the valve cover, intake manifold, turbo. I honestly may not have it running today, but should be soon. I'm just waiting on a few more parts and like cooling slash heat protection stuff. I ordered some stuff from Funk Motorsports, so we'll see all that stuff when it comes in. But we're moving along. I'm gonna pop this stuff on the front, and let's keep going. Simple, see? Now we're gonna throw on the belt, which I literally have all this shit just back here. So toss the belt on, and then yeah, we'll probably just throw the valve cover and shit on real quick. All right, valve cover can go on. I just put some more, whatchamacallit, I put more RTV on the cam caps, and I'm just gonna go ahead and seal this up now. Just like that. Valve cover's on, all torqued down, threw in the coil packs. I think I'm gonna throw on the intake manifold just because I have this gasket, and I'm gonna order a new turbo gasket. So I'm gonna get that on, and then I'm gonna get all this wiring all cleaned up and stuff up here. And then all I'm really waiting for right now is just this heating accessory stuff. I'm gonna wrap the downpipe. I'm gonna wrap the turbo drain, that coolant pipe. And yeah, we should have a lot less heat in this engine bay. I'm honestly excited to wrap the downpipe. I've just never done one before, so excited to see how that goes. So I'm gonna have it like sort of mocked up. I'm gonna get this fuel line right here mocked up a little better, and I'm probably gonna go buy some P-clips from Ace just so I can mount it up. I literally had fucking zip ties right there like a dumbass, so we're gonna make this a little nicer this time around. But yeah, we're getting there. I just want my turbo stuff, so let's get this shit going. It's been quite a while, but we got a lot of stuff back together. I actually threw in this Mazda speed sway bar and adjustable end links that I got from my homie Justin. But basically everything on this side of the motor is tidied up, ready to rock. I wasn't able to get the turbo side together because I'm still waiting for some stuff from Funk Motorsports. So waiting on that. Should be here tomorrow, hopefully. But everything over here is ready to rock, all tight. Basically, I just gotta get the turbo side together, put some fluids in, and she's ready to start up again. So once all this turbo stuff's here, I'll catch you, and we'll get all this shit together. So, peace. Boom! The last of the stuff fucking finally arrived, but I was just moving some stuff around. I'm putting my catch can right here, make it look nice and dialed. But this is all the heat stuff, so I'm gonna pop this open and show you what we got. Exhaust route. We got some protective sleeving for our lines. All right, so I got a turbo blanket specifically for internally gated, and it's a G25. See how well this shit fits. And since it is like a fucking fiberglass carbon fiber piece, wear gloves because you'll hate yourself for not wearing gloves. So tight, got a little flight tag, sick. This is sweet. It has an opening for the actual internal gate, so it'll be like that, and then our wastegate will go directly over that. That's sweet. I cut these down. I'm gonna throw one on the coolant pipe and then one on the turbo drain. This is our first little section of covered pipe. I'm gonna toss this in here. This is just goes like that, connects that pipe to the back of the head, and then we will be fucking ready to rock. That lower one on there, I have it a little bit extra, so I'm gonna throw it on this oil catch can coming right above the turbo. But we got that one. I just gotta wrap the downpipe after I finish my little catch can, and then we'll throw the downpipe in, turbo goes back in, fluids. And drop this wrap into some water and let it soak for a little bit, and then we are going to wrap this downpipe up. Got this thing all wrapped beautifully. So I'm gonna drop this back in there, connect it up to the exhaust, and then we're gonna get this fucking turbo in, get it on the ground, get fluids in, and get it running. Our downpipe is in there. We've got our gasket on. Sick. Manifold, it's kind of a pain with those two studs. You have to thread the studs on first and then move the turbo on. So we're just gonna do that first, get it all on there, and then we'll thread all the other ones on. Along smoothly, downpipes all connected. Gonna pop this on. Got the turbo drain on, got the coolant for the drain or for the turbo. Pop this on real quick, like so. Everything fits perfect. Fuck yeah. Sick. All right, so we've got our little catch can set up. Got all this on there. I'm gonna throw on the turbo blanket, Really excited to throw this on just because it's actually gonna fucking cover what it's supposed to. And I'll be able to see the wastegate. Funk Motorsports goodies are all installed. We got the exhaust wrap, all that stuff. So that looks fucking sick. Sweet. Boom. Everything together. Back again, dude. Fuck yeah. That's all I can say. I'm just gonna go through. I'm gonna double, triple check everything that I just touched. Make sure everything that I know I just touched is tight. And then I'm gonna put oil, coolant, and we're gonna start this fucking thing up. All right, coolant is filled up. Now we're going with our oil. I only run 10W30 VR1 from Valvoline in this car. So I'm gonna run up 4 full quarts of this, and we are going to fucking start her up. All right, we've got oil in, coolant's in. I really double checked basically everything. I'm gonna go through, crank the car first to get oil pressure. I took out the 30 amp injector, fuel injector fuse, so that those won't get any fuel, and we will just be able to crank with no fuel, just be able to get oil running through, and then we'll actually start it up once we do a little bit of cranking. Let's start her up. Heat up. After idling for a bit, it's been about 20 minutes. She's gone up to temperature twice. Fans have kicked on and off, and more coolant dropped in. There's no leaks, there's no oil leaks, there's no coolant leaks. Everything looks proper, sounds proper, and that's how you do a fucking head gasket on a Miata. All right, I'm gonna go for a quick putt around the roads right here. Yeah, it should be good. I'm just gonna air up my tires real quick, and then we'll go for a little drive. All right, and then we're gonna start a log real quick. Record. Put that Mazda Speed sway bar in with adjustable end links. At the moment, it feels pretty good. I'm definitely gonna do a bolt check after, double check everything, make sure everything's still banging. But sitting at the light, I did have to flood clear the car to get it to start again in the hot, so we may need to adjust a few things with fueling when it's hot. So we'll see what's up with that. But other than that, I mean, it drives great. I'm trying to feel a difference between no sway bar and end links and end links and sway bar. So we're gonna see what's up. Car's doing great. 196 on the temps. It's like 200 fucking degrees out, bro. It's so hot. so fucking fast. Again, back at a light. 195. Oh, bro, it breaks traction so easy. That's so funny. Dude, this thing feels fucking insane. What was that? Hold on. Ah, dude, that shit was scaring the fuck out of me, but it's definitely just the exhaust strap breaking in. A little scary for me, personally. Holy shit. This is where I'm finishing this one out. If you guys learned something new, you guys liked the video, or you guys want to see something different, feel free to drop it in the comments below. Give it a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Appreciate you for watching, and yeah, I'm gonna go fucking drive this thing tonight. Peace. I'll catch you in the next one. Oh my god.